Speaking of debates, let's bring him in. Fishy. We're debating about Scott Cawthon. Fishy, what's up? How are you doing, my friend?
Hello?
Hello. Are you Australian?
No, sir, I'm British, unfortunately.
Oh, that's like. All right, listen. I'm gonna talk to you for as long as I can, but you have to understand that I'm a little racist towards British people, so it might be a
Yeah,
little
so am
tough
I.
for me.
So am I.
Good, 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 good. Okay, so you want to talk about Scott Cawthon, yes?
Yeah, Scott Cawthon.
All right. What's your thesis statement? What is your issue with my video?
Mm. Well, if I'm trying to think back to your video, I think your whole outlook on a lot of things, especially with the other side, I guess, of right wing, if you want to, just tear it apart as two sides, is kind of cringy. And I think you kind of face it with a lot of aggression rather than actual dissecting it and trying to consider the other side. For example, like Scott Cawthon, you might donate to these politicians, which is obviously retarded. You shouldn't donate money to anyone.
Yeah, listen. I don't
Um,
want to get in trouble with Twitch. Don't drop that,
yeah,
okay? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, just
sorry.
be careful.
Uh, but yeah, like he donates to politicians, which obviously is kind of stupid, but like from his point of view, it could be completely different. And with the hate mob on like
Hmm.
Twitter, it's not helpful, and I think you don't really contribute any like positive views on it. I think.
So, are you right leaning? Where are you politically?
Not really. I don't really. I think politics is really cringy. I think everyone in politics now is just a complete child, which they literally are. Like a lot of them are just like either Ben Shapiro viewers or Paul Joseph Watson viewers, or just like Destiny viewers. And then, it's like it's just two sided, and it's just like I don't think a lot of them are actually grown and actually have life experience. So I don't actually involve myself in it.
I see. So, you aren't very politically aware.
Oh well, I have my views, but it's not really uh typical views.
All right. So, where are you on LGBT people? Do you believe like trans women are women?
No.
I see. So the reason why I'm asking that, even though on a surface level it may seem somewhat irrelevant, is because on a base level we disagree on factual issues. So you don't believe in the validity of trans people's identities. So why would you give a shit if, or why wouldn't you defend Scott Cawthon for donating to politicians that are explicitly anti-trans or anti-LGBT? You wouldn't care in the first place.
Well, I mean, I don't really care that he donates to anti-trans. It's more just I feel like people are seeing the wrong side of it. I think people are
Well,
assuming the worst.
you probably wouldn't feel that way if you were in one of those groups. It doesn't matter if you're
Not
seeing the worst
necessarily.
or if you're interpreting. It doesn't matter how you interpret his intentions. He is donating tens of thousands of dollars to candidates that are actively advocating for policies and even enacting policies that harm them in real life.
Yeah, but couldn't someone make the point that that it's just his money and he can do whatever he likes
Yeah,
with it?
yeah. It's also his right to be criticized for what he's doing. I don't believe in the doxing or the death threats or anything like that. I think that's stupid. But if people don't like that, then they can just go ahead and criticize him for it. And they should, because what he did was very stupid. He can do
Well,
it
I
with
mean,
what he wants with his money.
is it stupid because it doesn't, the politicians he's donating to don't really support the status quo, or is it stupid because he is uneducated?
It's stupid because the right is bad. And you shouldn't be donating
Yeah,
money
but
to right
I
wing
could, I
politicians. We
could
can debate that if you want.
I could make the point, oh, the left is bad and no one should donate to that, you know?
Okay, make your point. Why do you
Well,
think the
no,
left is bad and no one
I'm
should
not
donate to
making
it?
that point. I'm just saying the point of saying the right is bad, don't donate to it, it doesn't really mean anything. I could say Ben Shapiro is bad, he sucks, and then that's it. It's like, well, you didn't really bring out any points. I mean, you don't need to
So
for Ben Shapiro, but
if you think Ben Shapiro sucks and he's causing harm to the world, how would you feel about someone donating tens of thousands of dollars to him to keep his show running so he can continue to do what he's doing?
I couldn't give a shit about Ben Shapiro. I actually,
I'm
I don't care for him.
hold on. I'm curious. Wait, are you white?
I mean, yeah, yeah,
Are you straight?
yeah.
Are you part of like any particular group that would be viewed as like
I'm not part of any group.
oppressed? Any type of like identity that's oppressed?
I mean, how is this relevant to anything?
It's relevant, trust me. Just answer the question.
Well, I mean, it depends. I'm part of the working class. If
Okay, so you're a white dude. I got you. I got you. Okay. So with that said, most of these issues, the policies that these politicians advocate for and pass, don't affect you in any way. There is zero stakes for you in this game. When it comes to politics, most of the time, you're probably going to be just fine unless you are dirt poor. And when I say dirt poor, I mean dirt poor. Plus, you're British, so I'm pretty sure you got stronger safety nets there than in the U.S. So even then, you might be better off than like a U.S. citizen who's dirt poor. But unless you are dirt poor, just barely having enough money to eat each month, you have no stakes in this whole thing. But if you're an LGBT person, for example, which were a lot of the people that were upset about Scott Cawthon's donations, this is everything to you. This is whether or not, if you're a trans person, you're able to get HRT or testosterone. Whether or not these politicians are elected is what determines whether or not you're able to get health care or if you're able to join the military. Donald Trump made it so that trans people couldn't join the military, even though the military had perfectly effective and perfectly stringent mental health like tests to figure out if someone was fit to serve, and he specifically banned trans people. He made several attempts at taking away health care from trans people. If you're one of these people, then you're going to be bothered by someone donating tens of thousands of dollars to the campaigns of these politicians. Of course you are, and it's completely reasonable to be so.
well, I mean, if just because I might not be necessarily oppressed or part of a group which is quote unquote oppressed, does not mean
Neither am I.
does not
Neither am
mean
I.
like any of my opinions aren't really valid. You know, that people
Hey,
check the word a lot valid, and it's like it's kind of stupid because it's like oh this person's not valid because he's this and that. It's kind of ironic because it's like oh we're trying to you know gay people they're like, oh we're trying to be valid because you know Pride Month whatever, but it's like
do you,
they kind
do
of
you think that me, a straight white, not trans, like I'm not part of the LGBT community, I am just the same as you, all right? I'm working class as well, even though I'm a YouTuber. I'm still a fairly small one. Do you think that I am trying to make the point that your identity is invalidating your points?
it's just you asked me these questions and they kind of
Mm-hmm.
and like the whole idea of like oh white people can't be racially discouraged against or like gay or straight people can't
There's
be
racism against white people. You can be racist towards white people,
yeah
but I don't
well
think there's an overall system or general movement to disenfranchise white people in this country. White people didn't really face redlining or segregation or slavery, not in the same way that black people did in most Western countries like America and the UK.
maybe not in the West but that's you know the West is not really yeah fair to anyone.
Well, the West is what's more relevant to the political discussions I have because I live in the West. It's what I'm more aware of. It's what affects me more. So when I talked about your identity, the reason why I brought it up is
Yeah,
because you
so
don't really
mad.
have any stakes. Most people that are like, say, black or LGBT or whatever, they have like some amount of stakes by default in the political game, right? In the argument between left and right and what have you. And the reason for that is because they are part of an identity that has generally been discriminated against both legally and socially. So they, just because their identity, already have skin in the game, whether they like it or not. They don't get to be all like, if you're a trans person and you just want to grill, you just want to go out, get your HRT, go home, and grill. You don't have that option because who's in power and who is receiving financial support to gain that power matters to your life significantly. We
Yeah,
can debate the validity of trans people and whether or not you agree with this argument, but I'll tell you overwhelmingly the medical and scientific community agrees with the validity of trans people, and that transitioning massively improves their mental health and their and reduces their likelihood to attempt or commit suicide, reduces their likelihood of depression. If you are supporting politicians that are putting in place laws that make their lives worse, they're way more likely to be politically involved. But for you, by default, you don't really have that much skin in the game. You and I, we could live our entire lives not talking about politics at all. It doesn't really affect us all that much. There's the occasional bill that'll
well
pass that might affect us because we're working class people. But for the most part, you're not going to have an issue where, let's say, you're suicidally depressed. I think in the UK, you even have free healthcare, don't you? Or it covers most things, right?
yeah it's shit healthcare though it's shit
Better than none. Better than none. Better than none, for sure.
it's run by
So,
Jews so it's fine
oh
so
wait,
the
are you a
West
Nazi?
no I'm just stating the fact that it's run by Jews so is America That's my entire point. Scott Cawthon is a Jew himself. He supports Jews. I don't see the problem.
Why is it relevant that they're Jewish?
Well, no, it's more just like people saying, "Oh, he's this and that," but he's a Jew himself. It's like
What?
it's retarded. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't care.
What does him having to be? What does him being Jewish have to do with anything? We were even talking about Nazis or Jewish people. It's interesting that you just kind of felt the need to bring that up.
If someone says Jew, why do people bring up Nazis?
Generally, because when I argue with right wingers on the internet and they start talking about Jews, they
They're
then
bring up-
kind of follow it up with the JQ. I know you're being like super sly about it, and you're doing the DreamWorks face behind the camera, like the,
So,
you know. But
that's
you're
what-
you're you're hinting at the idea that the world is run by Jews and they've got like a conspiracy to like cuck the
I'm
white
not saying
man
that.
out of
I'm not,
all the
what's his name?
beautiful white women.
Nick Fuentes. I'm not him. No, I don't believe in that. I'm more just stating the fact Scott Cawthon is a Jewish man. And
How is that relevant? Why would
what
you
is
bring
the
that up in the
DreamWorks
first
face?
place?
What is the DreamWorks face? I heard you say that in I think either the JonTron video or the Scott Cawthon video. Which, by the way, the JonTron video was awful. I think that was a dog
I
shit
imagine
video.
you thought it was pretty awful. Yeah, I can
Not
kind of pick
really
that up
to
from
the
you.
point of JonTron. I couldn't give a shit about JonTron, and the point of him being a Nazi is ironic because one, he's American, two, he's a Jew himself. But
Hold on, wait. Do you think that somebody who is part of a certain group can't have opinions that are bad towards that group? Also, what does being American have to do with being a Nazi?
I'm not saying American being Nazi, American being Jewish.
Why would you bring up that he's American as a point against him being a Nazi?
I'm more saying that towards Jewish because he's American, and he's
Also,
apparently.
is JonTron even actually Jewish? Isn't he from? Isn't he from? Where's he from? It's he's Iranian.
Yeah, a shithole. Yeah, a shithole country. Yeah,
Is
but yeah.
I don't think JonTron's actually Jewish. He might be, but it's completely irrelevant. Have you ever heard of Jesse Lee Peterson?
No, I don't know who that is.
All right, he's a black guy who runs a conservative talk show, radio show type thing out of LA, and he believes that he's black, by the way. He believes that white people are inherently moral and black people are inherently immoral, and that black people have lost their way and white people, because they're the inherently moral people, need to show black people the way, and that he's an Oreo cookie. He's black on the outside, white on the inside. So do you think the argument that because someone's part of a certain group, they can't be discriminatory towards the group they're a part of? Do you think that's
But it's like
a good argument?
they won't really get anywhere because everyone around them's just cringing. You know, it's like if I was
Also,
like, I hate white
wait.
people.
Hold on, Scott Cawthon is Christian, not Jewish, by the way. He's literally made
Christianity
dozens
is a
of
Jewish
Christian
religion.
games and different.
Christianity is a Jewish religion. Same with Islam. It's all a branch.
They believe in many of the same things, but so wait, you believe Christians are Jewish?
I mean, Jesus was a Jew. Like, what more? What more do I
Yeah,
have
he
to say?
was.
It's a Jewish religion.
A lot of people in the Bible were Jewish.
Well, Christianity is a Jewish religion. It's an immigrant religion as well, same as Islam.
What? Wait, do you know anything about religion?
Yeah, I used to be Christian myself until I don't know, just cringed.
What?
And then I
what
was
do
like, yeah, no.
What are you now?
I'm not religious at the moment, but I'm aware of, cringe
What?
within
So
religion.
do you wait? So do you believe that because there are Jewish people in the Bible, a lot of Jewish
I'm not
people,
saying
because
that point.
that's a lot of the.
I just said Jesus was a Jew. That's all I said. I mean, that's not my main point. That's not my main reason of why I believe.
Wait, how
everybody's
does
a Jew.
being
No.
Christian make you Jewish then if Jesus is Jewish?
Well, first of all, he's American. Two, he has a big nose. Three, he's a Christian, and Christianity is a Jewish religion by nature, from the origins of it. He's
Are
a
these
Nazi,
the people?
that's his
Wait,
religion.
how many people like you are commenting on my Scott Cawthon video and are fucking soiling themselves over me criticizing him?
It's soylent, but like you genuinely can't grow a beard and like you're balding. It's like you fit the image perfect, and you're wearing
I'm
a Minecraft
balding?
shirt. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
it.
I'm
You're
wearing a
wearing
Minecraft shirt. I've had this thing
Yeah,
for a
how old
while.
are you?
Hell yeah.
How old are you? How old are you?
21, almost 22.
21 years of
Yep.
age, and you're wearing a video game shirt for kids. Okay, yeah. Are
A
you
video
virgin
game
as well?
shirt? Are you a Five Nights at Freddy's fan?
When I was 14, but I'm 18 now, so no.
Damn, dude. 18.
I'm growing up.
All right. So you do realize the most childish thing you could ever do is criticize someone because they have a shirt of a
Well, no,
video game on,
I'm not
right?
criticizing, I'm
You
just
sound like
calling-
you're in high school right now.
You sound like you're in high. No, I'm more just saying you say Soylent and like Soy Boy, and you have all these emotes, but it's like you fit the image perfectly.
Do I? I always imagine
Yeah,
a soy boy as being like a kind of frumpy, overweight kind of dude who's got I don't know, like a bald head and like the soy in his hand. I fucking hate soy. I don't know. You're kind of soy
Destiny.
facing right now. I can kind of
Destiny's
hear the
quite
soy face.
Destiny's quite a good image because he's yeah.
He does drink soy, so you got me there. Destiny does
Yeah,
drink soy.
Destiny's a loser. But I also in the JonTron video, you use the
Wait,
word.
is Destiny a virgin too?
Well, no, he has a child. I know he's not a virgin. I mean, he acts like a
Oh.
virgin, but he isn't. I feel like yeah. In the JonTron video, you use the term radicalizing, and it's like we need to radicalize people
Hmm.
towards the left. Why are you using the word radicalizing? Because in the context of extremism, Islamic extremism, that's a bad thing. Like yeah, they're radicalizing people, brainwashing them. But when it comes to using we need to radicalize all these content creators towards the
Hmm.
left, seen as like okay, why is that?
Because radicalizing people towards a good position is good, and radicalizing people towards a bad position is bad. And I think the left is good and the right is bad.
Isn't kind of the idea of radicalization brainwashing?
No. You explain people your views, and if they agree with it, then they agree with it. I encourage
Yeah,
people to
How,
research
how,
shit all the
how,
time. We've done
how
research
extremely
streams
do
on
you?
tons of different topics. I don't try to like brainwash people into my opinions. I try to bring them to the correct opinions, and I try to find them myself.
Correct. Objectively correct or subjectively correct? Because I could say Trump's really good, and no one can tell me otherwise. But it's like,
Whatever the empirical evidence tends to point to.
what evidence is it though?
About what?
Like, is it evidence from CNN? Is it
About what
evidence
topic?
from well anything? Like
Yeah,
if
CNN would be a a good one. Usually
would
not
it?
just CNN, but like a variety of different news
I
organizations, and
feel
you
like
cross-reference them, and
I feel
yeah.
like any Western media is not really. You shouldn't use that as actual objective evidence. I think
What media do you think is best to go off of then?
your own view, your own view of it. You shouldn't just look at.
Oh,
You shouldn't
okay.
just like I don't know. I feel like I feel like America and Americans are really, we're seeing
So,
in the past 20 years, we're seeing it actually erode and kind of self-destruct, and
okay.
sooner or later, everyone's actually going to realize it, but it's already going to be too late. You know,
So do
same
you
with
believe
Europe.
that colleges are like SJW or leftist indoctrination camps?
Not really. That's that kind of the Ben Shapiro kind of view, like or Jordan Peterson. Not even Peterson, just more viewer outlook. I don't really care for that.
So you don't like the idea of like researching topics to try to figure out what's going on and forming your opinions
That's
around
more
that?
just American media is kind of I don't know, not the way to go. I feel like it's like you see all the time, like it's
What
CNN.
about British media? What about
Yeah,
British
British
media?
media sucks as well. It's awful. The only good media in the world.
Yeah,
Okay,
because, hey, British
I'll tell
media,
you.
that's where the anti vax movement comes from, my friend. You got that on your plate pretty fucking hardcore, my dude. Like, the whole, like, supporting the father of the anti vax movement and how popular that got in the UK back in the 90s and early 2000s. Whew! That's a big heap of dirt on British news media.
The only good media in the world. Okay, tell this to your stream. Tell this to your I don't know. I don't know if you have a
Tell me,
girlfriend
what's
or
the
what.
good media?
Sky
I have a
News
girlfriend, yes.
Australia or Sky News Australia. Well done. Wait.
Sky
What?
News Australia. Let's look
Yeah,
at this impeccable
they are
news
the
source
most
here.
based news source. Everyone should watch them. They're definitely not right leaning. No, that's a lie. Uh, yeah, they're the best news media. I think the worst news media is probably CNN or like BBC. BBC sucks. Can we agree on
Why
that?
do you,
BBC?
why don't you I don't watch much BBC.
Yeah, don't.
I'm
don't.
not into black
I feel
porn.
like
But wait, what? Hold
yeah,
on,
you shouldn't
wait.
watch
Where?
porn. You shouldn't watch porn at all. But yeah,
Why not?
because why not? Okay, no, but I
Wait,
know
why
you have your
not? Why
argument.
not? You don't watch? Hold on. How many unbusted nuts are contained in your
Well,
nutsack
of
right
course
now?
I've
What's
watched
going
porn
on?
before. Everyone's been 14. Everyone's hit puberty and watched porn. I'm saying porn's not very
Wait,
good.
do only
At your age,
14-year-olds watch porn?
well, I mean, in when I was 14, I did. When my friends were 14, they did. Everyone does.
How
Unfortunately,
long
that's
has
the
it
way of
been
the West.
since you watched porn, my friend?
Probably like 6 months. Because I'm not a Kuma.
Jesus.
I jack
Jesus,
off
I
when I
am
watch
a
porn.
coomer. You jack off, but you don't watch porn. What? Okay, all right. You know
Not
what?
like
That's fine. As long, hey,
I'm going.
listen. As long as the nuts are getting busted, I can only imagine how unpleasant this conversation would be if you hadn't nutted in 6 months.
Someone trying to
Okay.
put nigger in your general chat, by the way.
Someone's trying to put the N word. Okay, well, don't say it because I'm on Twitch. But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
Twitch won't get you.
I
Uh,
appreciate the
also,
report.
wait. I actually, as a you stream on Twitch, yeah. I want to ask you something. You know, on the Twitch search thing, so
Mm-hmm.
you can search like white. Oh no, you can search like black, Hispanic, Native
Mm-hmm.
American. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
stupid.
search white. You know, you
Yeah,
can't search white.
I think having like categories for race and like LGBT stuff, like if you're discussing LGBT topics, that's like a good like thing to have because you want tags that are related to the stream. But I think having tags on for like your race or identity is super dumb. I criticized that when they announced it on Twitter.
It's just kind of cringe. I'm not trying to obviously when I bring that up, I'm not even trying to make like, oh no, white people are oppressed or whatever. I just think it's kind of cringe. I feel like it's just a megacorp thing.
Hey, if you want to go back to my channel and see how many times I've criticized YouTube and Twitch and
I'm banned
other
from your
corporations for
channel, so
doing
I
shit
can't do
like
that.
that, you can see plenty. You're banned
I'm
from my
banned.
channel,
Yeah.
probably for a good reason. Going off this
I typed.
conversation.
What did I say? What did I type in? I think I typed in. Yeah, I said you talk too much, and you banned me,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
no,
what.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
permaban
about right.
forever.
Well, you've also said the N word like once already in our discussion, so I mean, it was probably the right call.
Oh,
No,
I didn't say it in the our racist context. I was more just reading someone in general. I mean, I could say it more.
you said it on on a streamer's stream on Twitch, where I imagine you can get banned for having someone on your stream saying the N word.
Yeah, but not for very long. Like a week, 2 weeks, a month.
Well, I mean, this is my job, so it's kind of bad to get banned for a week from streaming, isn't it?
Yeah, but you could just eventually you could just move on to BitChute, and then you could move on to LiveLeak, and then you can move on to bestscore.com.
Live Leak's not a thing anymore, is it?
Oh yeah, I think it shut down. Same with BestScore. They all shut down.
Yeah, nah, this is, dude, okay. Getting like shoved over to BitChute because you have no other platforms to be on,
It's such a
DLive and
bad website.
BitChute, that's a death sentence to your entire
It's such a
career. There's
bad
only
website.
so.
Oh, I have a question. What do you think of Vikernes?
Who?
Varg Vikernes. Do you not know who he is?
No, I have no clue.
You should look him up. You should watch some of his videos, my friend. He's kind of pilled.
Yeah, I don't think I will. But all right,
Oh, why not?
you got any final memes? Is there anything here?
Well, I think Scott Cawthon's kind of based. Kinda. Not really, because I don't like
Wait,
Americans,
what's
but
based about him? What's based about him?
well, he donate if he supposedly, I don't even know the politicians he donates to because you shouldn't donate to politicians because I don't actually care about American politics.
Wait, Varg Vikernes is a Nazi metal band?
Someone could say that. Someone could just say that. I could say Varg Vikernes is a gay porn star. It's like, oh, what? It's like,
Wait, come
is the
on, dude.
Nazi
Are you a
black?
Nazi? Come on.
No, no. Well, I know him as a person who thinks
Convicted murderer, an author best known for his early black metal albums and later criminal convictions. He has first four records. Hold on, like this dude's an actual
what?
murderer
Oh,
too.
wait, I'm getting a call. Wait, was department? Base department? Wait, wait, I'm getting called. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. No,
Okay, all right.
he's a jerk.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you agree that you're like a good representation of the people defending Scott Cawthon right now?
No, no, not at all.
I think you are. I think you're a very good representation.
No, because half the people defending him are just Redditors, just like FNAF fans. I'm not really a FNAF fan anymore. I'm more just saying Scott's based because if these politicians are against gay people and trans people, then that's good. If he believes in it, go ahead. That's funny. It triggers gay
Well,
people, it triggers trans people. It's funny.
well, it's actually
Fun.
not anymore because he retired, so he's not gonna be
Yeah, I
making
know. I
FNAF
know.
games anymore.
Well, yeah, he still gets the royalties though, so he's fine.
That's true. But hey, guess who doesn't get the royalties? Him when I pirate the games. All right. This has been a fun one, all right?
Okay,
Have
yeah,
a good one, okay, dude?
yeah. Nigga.
Ah, he tried. He tried. All right, let's ban him. Holy shit, dude. You know what? That was a good debate to have because, and this is important, he is the perfect representation of the people defending Scott Cawthon right now. That's what we're going to call it. The biggest Scott Cawthon defender comes on stream to defend him. Hey, Augie. Pirate them in Minecraft, of course. No, listen, I actually don't care about like financially supporting Scott Cawthon. If you're a fan of FNAF and you want to continue to buy the games and make sure that they're made and all that, that's completely fine. I really don't care. I just think the creator of it ought to be criticized for his opinions. No more debates. That was fun. We had fun. No more. We'll do it again in a little bit. No, Littner. No. Anyway, If you enjoyed that debate, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon, all the things. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, join my fan Discord, all through the links in the description. If you have the money for it, you don't need it for anything else, you just got the spare income laying around and you don't know what to do with it, you can donate to me on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or sub, or super chat, or hit the join button, or pledge on Patreon, whatever you like, if you want to. And yeah, thank you all so much for your support, and have a good one.